Hey everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
You're watching Tesla Time News.
Episode 554.
Well, now you know. Tesla Optimus posted just set a new PR in the lab personal record, and this video of Optimus running.
Elon said running robot.
Looks like I could still get away from it.
Well, it was, it wasn't sprinting.
It was just jogging.
It was just saving. It didn't want to get tired, except it won't get tired.
And it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
It'll just run out of battery eventually.
Another robot will run up to it and put a battery back on.
That's true.
And if you're like, hey, that's pretty good for working on this robot for like 10 years.
Nope. How long have you been working on it, Tesla?
2.5 years. And you might have gotten Optimus confused with the Atlas robot from Boston Dynamics, because Boston Dynamics has been working on Atlas for guess how many years?
6.
16.
16 years?
Yep. As Nick Cruz-Patain reminds us, at the top was Optimus when they started in May of 2023, and at the bottom is Optimus now running around the office today. Only 2.5 years. And Elon said,
speed.
So what is Optimus going to be able to do like 2.5 years from now?
Yeah, Tesla was showing off Optimus 2.5 in Vancouver on Tuesday at the Neural IPS 2025 conference.
Definitely good for talent recruiting. Thanks to Ground News for sponsoring today's episode.
So here's an interesting story. A survey done by the Global EV Alliance found that 41% of EV owners worldwide avoid Tesla for political reasons.
That number jumps to 50% in the US and Germany, and even in Norway, 43% said the same.
Musk's politics are now a business variable, and it's important to keep up with the news to understand what's happening at Tesla.
That's why we keep partnering with Ground News. It's an app and website that processes nearly 60,000 news articles from over 50,000 different news sources every day, so you don't miss out on important stories and see multiple perspectives in one place.
Going back to the story, you can see the total news sources reporting on the story, and even each source's bias leaning, factuality rating, and ownership, so you can get the full picture.
They also show you all the headlines so you can compare them side by side and see how they're framing the story differently.
Go to ground.news/NYK to check out their different interest feeds and find the stories we discuss on our channel or their dedicated blind spot feed for more important stories that either side of the spectrum is ignoring.
Ground News was actually created by a former NASA engineer who saw a bigger problem with people only seeing one side of the story, something that we know our viewers care a lot about too.
So we got you 40% off the same Vantage plan we've been using.
That's just $5 a month for unlimited access to a much better version of your current news feeds.
Just go to ground.news/NYK or scan the QR code.
If you care about the truth on tech, Tesla, and where Elon's taking us next, then trust us, this app should already be on your phone. So we reported a few days ago about xAI's Colossus 2 AI supercluster in Memphis, Tennessee.
Now Tesla says Grok 5 is training at supercomputer Colossus 2, which is the largest and most powerful AI supercluster in the world.
And Elon says, yes. I thought it was going to be like not until January, but I guess they're up and running.
It's really exciting.
So the CEO of General Motors, Mary Barra, said in an interview on Wednesday with Andrew Sorkin at the New York Times Dealbook Summit, she says that she told President Biden before the now infamous White House EV Summit back in 2021, quote, he was crediting me, and I said, actually, I think a lot of that credit goes to Elon and Tesla. You know me, Andrew. I don't want to take credit for things.
Well, I guess he didn't remember you telling him that.
And I talked about automobiles, and I talked about electric vehicles. At the time, Amy Barra was Chairman Barra of General Motors.
But you know what, Mary? If that's how you felt, why not say something at the event? Why not tell the press, which were there by the dozens, what you just told Andrew Sorkin 4 years later? You know why? Because you were happy to take the credit.
Mary, I can remember talking to you way back in January about the need for America to lead in electric vehicles. And I can remember your dramatic announcement that by 2035, GM would be 100% electric. You changed the whole story, Mary, wherever you are. There you are. You did, Mary. You electrified the entire automobile industry. I'm serious. You led, and it matters.
You were happy that Tesla wasn't invited. You were happy to run your company into the ground, which is where it's still headed under your leadership, Mary. You did that, Mary. You did it.
We reported a few days ago that Tesla Robotaxi validation vehicles were spotted in Boston, Massachusetts, and Lebanon, New Hampshire.
Well, now they have been spotted on 95 North, just south of Portland, Maine.
Wow.
So I guess he's not fooling around. I guess we're going to do the whole New England thing, huh?
Now, this looks like before the snowstorm we got. I don't know. Do you think the validation drivers turn back around and head for warmer weather?
Or they hunker down in a nice little Airbnb.
Maybe they're locals. You never know. Hey, Paulie, you got to keep up with me. Come on.
But I will say, we just drove our cars in the snow, and they did really well. Neuralink's co-founder and president, DJ Seo, has been delivering presentations at several schools, and we've learned some new updates.
There are currently over 10,000 people on the Prime Study waitlist, and Neuralink is building a new headquarters in Austin, Texas.
Neuralink's next-generation surgical robot will insert threads into the human brain in 1.5 seconds, and the needle will extend now even deeper, over 50 millimeters from the brain's surface. So that's like, wow. Is that 50 millimeters?
A little more, actually.
I mean, that's deep in the brain.
Yeah. This will now reach additional areas of the brain and will be compatible with 99% of the human population.
And they've been able to reduce the cost of that needle cartridge in the robot by 95% from the previous version.
And DJ said that they're trying to end the year with a total of 20 patients.
That would be awesome. And Tesla's sales in China in November were booming, with almost a 10% year-over-year increase and over 40% jump from the month before.
That's 86,700 Model 3s and Ys sold in November.
Nice. Guess there's not a demand problem. All right, it's time for some SpaceX news. And SpaceX said validation testing on a Raptor 3 performing a Starship 3 ascent burn. Multiple versions of this test will cover the different conditions seen by Starship's 3 inner engines during its initial climb to space.
Elon said the most advanced rocket engine ever made by far. Raptor 3 and subsequent versions will make life multiplanetary and progress civilization towards Kardashev 2. But we're not even at Kardashev 1 yet.
Not by a long shot. Starlink posted, Starlink's high-speed, low-latency internet is now available in South Korea. Madan asked, when can we expect it in India?
Elon said we would love to serve India and are awaiting final approval from the government. Public support for Starlink in India would be much appreciated.
All right, it's time for our Patreon bonus stories.
And I want to thank EVJect for giving us this EVJect Escape connector to give away to our patrons in our 10th giveaway.
Just comment on the giveaway post and you could win this Escape connector to keep you and your family safe when charging by giving you the ability to drive away in an emergency without needing to get out of your car to unplug. So we'll be choosing a winner soon, so don't delay.
And you guys can join us on Patreon for all of our upcoming giveaways and our Patreon bonus stories. So we'll see you over there right now.
All right, we're back from Patreon bonus stories. Time for the shout outs. Who do we got today?
Alexander T. Nelson,
Nick Smidmore,
Sean Knoll,
Todd R. Lockwood,
and Jordan Georgiev. Thank you so much for supporting us. We can't do this show without you.
All right, it's time for Elon's X's of the Week. And this post that Elon Omar wasn't even elected by Americans. She was elected by 80,000 Somalis that Obama dropped in Minnesota. And Elon said,
the far left imported voters to gain power, and it worked.
Doge Designer says, breaking, new benchmarks just dropped, and Grok 4.1 Fast is claiming the top spots with dominant performance across every category.
And Elon said, not bad.
Elon then said that UK is a police state. And this posted meme, and Elon said, this literally happened. Mila Joy posted, I show my ID to fly, drink, drive, marry, buy weed, gamble, get Benadryl, work. Why the hell wouldn't you need an ID to vote?
Elon said because they want to commit voting fraud.
Libs of TikTok posted, Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan says Somalians are the fabric of our state and calls Trump racist for exposing fraud.
Elon says she's a traitor to America.
All right, it's time for Supercharger Reviews. Let's see what people have found out there in the world of supercharging.
Hi, Zach and Jesse. This is Mark. I am in Burley, Idaho at a 8-stall, and there are a Domino's, Jack in the Box, a McDonald's, a Walmart, Wendy's in this small mini mall. Overall, it's a fairly nice location. So I would give this probably a 7 out of 10. Now you know.
Hi, Zach and Jesse. This is Joe and Dominic, and we are at the Queensbury, New York Supercharger. It is an 8-stall, 150 kilowatt location located right off of Route 87, just a few miles south of Lake George, New York. There are 8 stalls, and one of those is a pull-through stall. So if you're towing anything, you can charge there as well. It's also located at the Aviation Mall parking lot. What else is here, Dominic?
Target, restaurant, Kohl's, and a mall.
Yep. And let's see, what would you give this rating? 1 to 10?
9.
A 9? Okay. Well, you say 9. I think maybe a 6. Pretty good. Now you know.
Thank you so much for doing Supercharger Reviews. If you want to check out all of the reviews, maybe you're going on a road trip for Christmas this year and you want to know which superchargers to go to and which ones to avoid, we've got a map on our website at nowyouknowchannel.com.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many choices now. It's not like you're limited to that one in the middle of the state. So you can choose wisely. You can choose the ones that have bathrooms and amenities that you want.
And on your way back, Why don't you film a review and you can upload it there as well.
Don't forget, head on over to Patreon today to enter for your chance to win the EVJect Escape Connector. It's just $1 a month. It gets you all of our Patreon bonus stories and chances to win great prizes. So what are you waiting for?
We'll see you guys again on Sunday.
Now you know.